Today in this video we are going to see about chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics deals with the measurement of rate of the reaction at given condition. What are the conditions? Such as temperature, pressure and concentration. So chemical kinetics deals with the measurement of rate of the reaction at given condition. The conditions are temperature, pressure and concentration. It also helps to determine the factors factors that influence the rate of the reactions. So again the factors are nothing but temperature, pressure and concentration. It also helps to understand the mechanism of chemical reaction. So in whether it is an organic reaction or inorganic reaction, chemical kinetics helps to determine the or helps to understand the mechanism of chemical reaction, and also it helps to find the condition for getting the maximum yield of the product, for getting maximum yield of the product. Here I made a mistake. Here. Yield of the product. So there are different types of reaction in a chemical kinetics we are going to study. So types of reaction. So in the content of chemical kinetics, the type of reaction is classified as very fast reaction, very fast reaction, very slow reaction, and the moderate reaction. So these are all the three different types of reaction we are going to study in the chemical kinetics. So this very fast reaction, very slow reaction and the moderate reactions, there are few examples. So for very fast reaction, or we can also call it as instantaneous reaction, means it occurs instantaneously, very fast. The time period of these reactions generally in the range 10 to the power minus 12 to 10 to the power minus 16 seconds. So this is the time period of fast reaction, or we can call it as instantaneous reaction. So generally ionic reactions are very fast. So their time period is in the range of 10 to the power minus 12 to 10 to the power minus 16. We have certain example, very well known reaction of sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid gives NaCl salt and water molecule. So this is the well known example for ionic reaction that occurs instantaneously. We have example for very slow reaction. Very slow reaction. So that is nothing but rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. Iron. So rusting of iron is a well-known example for very slow reaction. And one more type is moderate reaction. So moderate means it is intermediate between fast reaction and slow reaction. So for example, the example for moderate reaction is hydrolysis of ester and decomposition of HI and decomposition of HI. Sorry, HI and even N2O5. See, this N2O5 is decomposed into nitrous oxide and oxygen, and the hydrogen iodide is decomposed into hydrogen molecule and iodine molecule. So these are all the three different types of reaction studied in the chemical kinetics based on the time period of the reactions. So in general, how the chemical kinetics are studied? What are all the steps involved? In the first step, sorry, in the first step, we are going to determine the overall stoichiometry of the reaction. Stoichiometric reaction. So the study of kinetics, the first step involves the determination of overall stoichiometry of the reaction and side reaction also. Second step is that studying the change in concentration of the reaction or concentration of the reactant and product. So we are dealing with kinetics. So this change in concentration of reactant and product with respect to time. So these are all the steps involved in the studying kinetic reactions. There are several methods to study kinetics. For example, conductometric titration. How this conductometric titration helps? So here the pH change in is calculated in glass electrodes, and potentiometry. Potentiometric is another method to study. So here uh, what we will look into it is nothing but change in EMF. So with change in EMF, we can also able to study the kinetics. And there are some other methods like spectrophotometer. In spectrophotometer, sorry, I may write here. Spectrophotometer spectrophotometer, the photolysis reaction is studied. Photolysis of gas and liquid. So when you irradiate UV radiation, the photolysis reaction can be taken place that can be studied using spectrophotometer. There are other several methods like fluorescence, ESR, NMR, gas chromatography. In real-time analysis, the quenching method is used. So there is other method also called as flow method. So in flow method, it is called star flow method. We are not going to deal about the methods how it is studied, but just I am giving the various types of method can be utilized to study the kinetics of reaction. In case of fast reaction, flash photolysis method is used. Flash photolysis. There is another method called relaxation method. So in relaxation method, temperature jump and pressure jump method is there. Temperature jump and pressure jump method. So these are all the different types of method we can study the kinetics of reaction. So once again I am just remembering the introduction. So kinetics deals with the measurement of rate of the reaction. So this rate of the reaction is studied under given condition. The conditions are temperature, pressure and concentration. It also helps to determine the factors that influence the rate of the reaction, and it also helps to understand the mechanism of reactions for the better yield of the product. So this is about the introduction of chemical kinetics. In next class we will continue about the rate of the reaction and follows. Thank you.